Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You clicked on the Weather Now link. It's officially Saturday. It's still here in the Weather Center, just going on the midnight hour. Third cup of coffee, so I'm wide awake. Just looking at some of the latest data. Forecast thinking hasn't changed too much. We still got a dynamic storm system on the way for Saturday, which will bring a little bit of everything: a soaking rain, some street flooding, some strong wind. And for a time, we're going to get some wet accumulating snow in our northern suburbs. So let's get to it. And no surprise here, threat tracker, pinpoint weather alert for today, Saturday. We do get back on track for Sunday and Monday. The weather is dry with some sunshine. All right, here's what we're looking at. Storm impacts, wind, gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour. That'll create some isolated power outages. Rainfall, quite a bit. Especially Saturday morning, early Saturday afternoon, 1 to 2.5 inches of rain, localized street flooding. Then the transition over to wet snow is roughly mid to late afternoon and early evening. First in our northern suburbs, and then lastly towards the coastline, where there's really not going to be much in the way of snow near the shoreline, but certainly areas inland, especially north and west of Providence, there'll be at least several accumulation forecasts. Here's a satellite radar composite. It is too mild right now for snow, so this is all rain that's working in. The storm center itself is right there, that red L, intensifying storm that'll track north and east and really intensify rapidly off our coastline Saturday morning through Saturday evening. So that's what it looks like right now when we take it into the future, and you see that storm tracking north and east. And this is around 8 in the morning. So all this green and yellow, this is all heavy, heavy soaking rain, street flooding kind of a deal. Here we are at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is still a soaking rain, but draw your attention to the back side of the storm right in here. Watch this area of purple and blue start to expand. That's the transition or the switch over to some snow. This is around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That continues into early evening, 7 o'clock, and then the whole thing is pulling away by midnight Saturday night. A lot of this should be gone. So here's the deal as far as precipitation. We'll take you into, all right, this is 7 a.m. This is widespread soaking rain, temps in the mid-40s. Downpours, this is noontime. All this green, yellow, and red indicating very heavy rain, street flooding. All right, now watch the blue right in here by mid to late afternoon. This is where we start to see the transition in northeast Connecticut and northwest Rhode Island, switching over to snow as cold air settles in. Here we are, 6 o'clock in the evening. Again, this is all snow. And here we are at 8 o'clock in the evening. It's starting to break apart. Actually, 11 o'clock Saturday night. The snow intensity is starting to ease and break apart with clearing skies. All right, snowfall accumulations. This is going to be realized by Saturday evening, Saturday night. So let's take this apart in detail. North and west of Providence, this blue zone right in here, 2 to 4. If it changes over quicker, we lean on the higher end amount. If the changeover is slower, not quite as intense, the low end. So general 2 to 4 in here. You don't have to go too far north and west. I want to include Burrillville, Pasco, Killingly, Thompson, Putnam, Connecticut. Far northwest corner right in here, 4 to 6 inches of snow. And we'll wait, and we'll watch this closely to see if this pink area gets a little further south in here. And then to the south of that, and this includes Providence Metro, coating to as much as 2. Down in here, coating to as much as 2. That includes Warwick, far western Kent County, western Coventry, West Greenwich here, still on that 2 to 4, and really not much along the coast. The concern here is the northern part of the state, especially the northwest corner of the state. This is going to be a very wet, sticky, heavy snow. So we're forecasting 2 to 4, but there'll be some isolated 5-inch amounts. So if we end up on the high end here in the northwest part of the state, this is a very wet, heavy snow. It's going to cause these limbs and power lines to sag and break. So a moderate risk of power outages due to the combined of gusty wind and the weight of heavy snow. So general 2 to 4, but isolated 5-inch amounts up here can't be ruled out, and this may bring down some tree limbs and power lines. Saturday morning, soaking rain, heavy at times, some street flooding likely. If you got a storm drain in front of your house, clogged up with leaves, try to clear that out so we don't have all that standing water. And in the afternoon, early in the afternoon, transitioning over to a wet snow mid to late day as cooler air settles in. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. Looking at actually better weather on Sunday, windy, chilly, but bright sunshine. Temperatures, though, only in the upper 30s to lower 40s at that time. So you want to check in with Pete Mangione. He'll be in actually shortly. So that our early morning newscast, at that time, it'll be a heavy rain. Check in with TJ Saturday evening and into Saturday night as well. Our website, WPRI.com. Videos like this get constantly updated. And we'll get you through kind of a messy Saturday. Sunday looks to be much better. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Wide awake on my third cup of coffee. We'll have more updates throughout the morning and into Saturday afternoon and evening. Thanks for logging in.